So this one, you have to first decide what type of function it is, and then put 2 points on it. If you're familiar with all the types of functions, well, you can go straight ahead and pick the right one. I know this is an exponential function, so I'm going to pick that. And then I'm going to break apart this exponential function into its two pieces. First piece, this number outside the parentheses, the one not being raised to the x power, that's our y-intercept. So I'm going to put that on the y-axis. The second thing is telling me what are we multiplying by repeatedly? Because exponential functions are just repeated multiplication. We're multiplying by 1/3. So 6 times 1/3 is 2. If I do it once, it's going to put me at 2 for the first x value. Our asymptote is always going to be on y equals 0 for this Algebra I star test. So I can leave that where it's at, and we have our function. Couple ways to help you with this problem if you maybe blank on what type it is, or you aren't sure how to get your first 2 points. First thing, always start any problem, if you're unsure especially, by just typing the graph into the calculator. So there, I've got a graph, and we can see a picture of kind of how it looks. And as we go through the different options, quadratic's not looking like that, linear's not looking like that, exponential, its default, looks just like it, it's just backwards. And then we can turn it around, we have a good idea of, or we can at least see kind of how it looks. But maybe you are struggling to get some points. From here, build a table with it, and now we've got our points that we could choose. Obviously, the 2 points I picked are the only ones that are going to be easy to graph. All of these are decimals, and all of the ones up here are too large. The other thing that might help you is if you want, and you've completely forgotten how these equations look, you can go into this regression thing and look at linear and quadratic and exponential equations and see which one kind of matches the pattern. Since the exponential equation isn't on your formula chart, this might be a helpful way of getting an idea of what an exponential equation looks like on the graph. Obviously, the table I made doesn't match the equation here, but just to get a sense of what the equation might look like, even if the numbers are wrong.